The fourth Forum for Health Leaders discusses in Muscat the challenges facing the health system in the Sultanate of Oman and their solutions. And the Innovative Technology Symposium discusses the cybersecurity industry and the challenges related to artificial intelligence. Good evening once again, and thank you for joining us. Those were the headlines, and now the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq received a cabal of thanks from His Highness Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani, Emir of the State of Qatar, in reply to His Majesty's greetings cable on the occasion of the National Day of Qatar. His Majesty the Sultan also received a cabal of thanks from His Excellency Xi Jinping, President of China, in reply to His Majesty's condolence cable on the victims of the earthquake which hit the Guangzhou province in the northwest China. The General Directorate of Agriculture, Wealth and Water Resources in Al Brahmi Governorate signed use of contracts to establish agricultural and livestock projects in cooperation with the General Directorate of Housing and Urban Planning, with a total value exceeding 3 million Omani Riyals for 16 projects. The use of contracts include establishing projects in the states of Hadha and Sunaina to plant 50,000 palm trees, grow wheat, produce vegetables in greenhouses, grow vegetables and grapes, poultry raising projects, grow vegetables in greenhouses, and produce and market vegetables. The signing was attended by His Excellency Sayyid Dr. Hamad bin Ahmed Al Busaidi, Governor of Al Brahmi, and a number of officials. Today, the work of the Fourth Forum for Health Leaders at the Minister of Health, Istidama, began to review and follow up the health system in the Sultanate of Oman. The importance of the forum lies in enhancing aspects of cooperation and joint health integration, putting forward proposals and solutions to overcome the difficulties facing health work, and presenting initiatives aimed at developing the health system. The Minister of Health seeks to create a database to monitor the challenges facing the health sector, conduct interventions from central authorities and other sectors, and propose solutions and implement them according to the priorities of the challenges. The first Innovative Technology System or Symposium 2024 discussed cybersecurity, digital economy and artificial intelligence in its impact on daily life. The symposium also reviewed the challenges faced in these fields. The event was came in line with the Sultanate of Oman's keenness to keep pace with the global digital revolution. The symposium was held under the auspices of His Excellency Dr. Ali bin Amr Al Shidani and the Secretary of the Ministry of Transport, Communications and Information Technology for Communications and Information Technology. The Minister of Heritage and Tourism signed an agreement to manage and operate and utilize Mirbat Castle in the Governorate of the Far, along with rebuilding and operating the old souk there. The ministry aims to present a number of historical landmarks in various governorates in order to be operated and managed by private firm and small enterprises. It's worth mentioning that the Ministry of floated 16 tenders for managing and operating historical landmarks in various governorates of the Sultanate of Oman. The agreement was signed by His Excellency Engineer Ibrahim bin Saeed Al Kharousi and the Secretary of the Ministry of Heritage and Tourism for Heritage. Yet to come in our news bulletin, Sohar University marks the graduation of the 22nd batch of its students. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. The World Health Organization (WHO) released footage of extensive damage at Al Amal Hospital in Gaza following missile strikes, leaving it with debris lying on its corridors and missing walls. The Palestinian Red Crescent Society, which operates the hospital in Khan Yunis and a training center in the same building, attributed the attacks to Israeli occupation forces and said at least 5 civilians, including a 5-day-old infant, had been killed. A team leader for health emergencies at the WHO said the hospital sheltered over 14,000 internally displaced people and was struck twice yesterday. WHO Chief Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus condemned the attack on Al Amal and said hospitals and health workers need to be protected under international humanitarian law. Explosions in Kerman city, about 820 kilometers southeast of the capital Tehran in Iran, have killed more than 100 people and wounded over 170 others. A senior officials called the blast a terrorist attack, as no group immediately claimed responsibility. Authorities said some people were injured while fleeing afterward. Footage suggested that the second blast occurred some 15 minutes after the first. A delayed second explosion is often used by militants to target emergency personnel responding to the scene and inflict more casualties. Russia said today it shot down 12 missiles fired at one of its southern regions bordering Ukraine. The situation in the border city of Belgorod, which came under 2 rounds of shelling this morning, remains tense, according to sources. The Russian side of the frontier has come under increasingly frequent attack in recent days. Throughout the war, border villages have sporadically been targeted by Ukrainian artillery fire, rockets, mortar shells, and drones launched from thick forest where they are hard to detect. Lately, as Russia fired missiles and drones at Ukrainian cities, Kiev's troops have aimed at Belgorod's regional capital, which is about 100 kilometers north of Kharkiv, Ukraine's second largest city. In another Russian border region today, the city of Zelezhnogorsk was briefly cut off from the power grid after Ukrainian shelling, local officials said. Authorities were forced to temporarily shut down an electricity substation in the city of 100,000 people in the Kursk region to repair the damage from an aerial attack. A 7.6 magnitude earthquake that hit the central Japanese prefecture of Ishikawa and its vicinity on New Year's Day has collapsed residential houses, damaged roads, caused power outages, and forced the evacuation of thousands of people. The death exceeds 60, with many deaths linked to building collapses and fires in the most devastated area. Since Monday, Japan has been hit by at least 155 quakes with physical damage and services outages, making life difficulty in affected areas. Hundreds of flood warnings were in place in the UK today after strong winds and rain lashed large parts of the country, hitting travel and cutting power. The strongest gusts from Storm Hank were recorded yesterday afternoon on the Isle of Wight, where the wind reached 151 kilometers per hour. Some 10,000 households lost power and several main routes were closed because of flooding. Train companies also warned passengers that services would be disrupted as high winds had brought down trees onto railway lines. And now to North Al-Batin. Suhara University held a ceremony to mark the graduation of the 22nd batch of its students. The event was presided over by His Excellency Engineer Saeed bin Hamoud Al-Mawali, Minister of Transport, Communications and Information Technology. More details in this report.
Amidst an atmosphere of excitement and jubilation, Suhar University held a graduation ceremony for this 22nd batch of students, with a total of 1,790 graduates receiving their well-deserved degrees.
I'm really happy. I've been waiting since last year, since December. I've been preparing slowly, and finally this day has arrived. I want to see my parents proud of me, so I'm really happy about this day today.
Studying network and database at Suhar University was an amazing opportunity. I learned a lot of and again practical experience and training in this major, and I'm proud to graduate today.
It was not easy, so I spent many time there. There's challenges that I have while I've been studying there. But it was spectacular. I spent too many times in communication with my colleagues and teachers, actually. It's perfect. And I'm proud of myself, and I give this one for my mom, wants to support me. Yeah, actually my mom, yes, and my family, my relatives.
222 graduates were awarded diplomas, 1,066 were granted bachelor's degrees, and 32 received master's degrees. The Higher Diploma in Teacher Preparation program saw 470 candidates graduating.
I'm so proud of myself, and the most thing I'm really proud of, because I made my parents proud. And for the university, it was a really short journey. I really enjoyed it. I made a lot of friends and I learned a lot, and I will really miss uni.
I feel happy, grateful, glad, also nervous at the same time. The journey wasn't easy. The period of study during this year was hard, but I got supported from my friends and family, which makes me to graduate with a high grades, and I'm really proud of that.
The graduates hailed from the Faculty of Business, the Faculty of Engineering, the Faculty of Computing and Information Technology, the Faculty of Language Studies, the Faculty of Education and Arts, and the Faculty of Law. While basking in the glow of their achievement, the graduates feel excited about the new avenues that lie ahead of them. For the Sultanate of Oman Television, Salih Khalfan al-Rahbi, Muscat.
Congratulations to all graduates. This is the Sultanate of Oman Television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. With a total value exceeding 3 million Omani Riyals, use of cracked agreements are signed for the establishments of 16 agriculture and livestock projects in Al-Buremi Governorate. The fourth Forum for Health Leaders discusses in Muscat the challenges facing the health system in the Sultanate of Oman and their solutions. And the Innovative Technologies Symposium discusses the cybersecurity industry and the challenges related to artificial intelligence. And with that, we do conclude this news bulletin. Thank you for joining us, and good night.